My tag teams, I let them present themselves. Boy, was I muted this whole time? Fuck, that shit is crazy. Okay. I let them present themselves from now on. And from now on, I mean, I welcome to you their manager, the one and only Raúl Mendoza. Muchas gracias, Virgil, por presentarme esta noche aquí, pero yo no vengo solo. No, 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 no. Vengo a presentarles el mejor pick de este lugar. The Trios Tag Team Champions. The WWE really top class wrestler, the Golden Boy. Lince Dorado. And my favorite, El Patron Alberto del Rio. Now, your trio tag team, brother love, should be really scared because this is La Raza way. You really think two Mexicans and a fake Mexican like the Golden Boy will do something against my real American trio? Nah. Nah. You crazy, Bertel, if you think there's a real tag team, there's a real trio. They're gonna lose if they come burst my people. I don't know about that, brother love, but I do know something. Raul Mendoza by himself is better than most of your wrestling superstars, and he proved it. He proved it on his first match at the Royal Rumble when the Golden Boy was eliminated. He proved that he can be a really, really big superstar. Let me put everything down over here. Griffin's the main title card, so let me put them there. The trio tag team is here. If you know who's under the mask, put it on the comments. Kent is the main card with Mr. Dolph Ziggler. Okay, mid-card champs, Brian Cage. Jason is part of the mid-card champions. Butario. So let me put this one on the back as well because right now I need as much space in the ring so I can present each superstar correctly for the draft. So Orange Cassidy would have to go there, right there. And so Amore, Rusev, Cyclope, right here is fine. And of course, Orange Cassidy. Actually, let me leave Orange Cassidy there because I already said that he's part of a big storyline. Brother Love, I think it's clear that since you're the oldest brand, you've been here for a whole month. Your champions were decided legally, not by me gifting it away. Why don't you choose the first pick of this draft? Now that the champions are ready, are you going to go for a main eventer, a mid-card, a jobber, or a female? Who is your actual first pick? Well, Virgil, you're right. I'm the oldest one here, and my first pick is someone that has proven himself. And since we're doing presentations, I think he's someone who did an excellent Royal Rumble match, who did an excellent Cruiserweight match, and he deserves to be a mid-card or a top star of the company. And since right now my only main eventers are Rusev and Johnny Cage, what else than maybe giving an opportunity to someone like the Champagne, the Supernova, Noah Dark. Noah Dark is continuing on the Magic brand. Well, first I want to say thank you, Brother Love. Thank you because I want to keep doing history on the main event brand. Because, yeah, the Nightmare brand just created themselves, but they're not as good as we are. We've created a reputation. The people that watch us and that will continue watching SWD is because we, the people who were here from the beginning, just like you were before you left the boat, will support our brand. The Magic brand was the beginning. The Royal Rumble was part of the Magic brand. Yeah, you can take some superstars from the Magic brand, but we are still the best brand. And I personally believe that you should know this. I'm gonna make sure to fight every day, Brother Love. I'm gonna make sure that I fight every day to show that I'm the very best. Because I am the superstar that everybody from their house could watch. I could be better than Enzo, better than Rusev, even better than you, Johnny Cage. The Supernova really did a pretty good speech saying how he can become the best superstar on the Magic brand. Supernova, Noah Dark, has joined. Oh, not joined. He continues working for the Magic brand. Well, that was quite a presentation. But you know, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't take superstars that were part of you. Maybe I should take superstars that nobody has seen on any show until now. And that's why my next that's why my next superstar is someone that won't speak, but you'll see actions from him. Hi, you are currently being recorded. And since he has never been on SWD, I'll show it to the camera. His name is Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is joining the Nightmare brand. Just like their name says, Nightmare on Elm Street. Now he's joining the Nightmare brand of SWD. Freddy Krueger. Maybe we can see Freddy Krueger against Jason for the Hardcore 24/7 title. It seems like you really want to go from people that haven't been on the company for a single match. Well, Brother Love is not really about people that have been in the company. It's about free agents. And you know pretty much, just like I do, that my free agent is better than any pick of people that were part of SWD culture. Is that so? Then let me present to you someone who was part of the Royal Rumble match. You just said that your superstar is better than anybody who has been part of SWD shows until now, and I'll prove you wrong. I'll present to you Marty McFly. Marty McFly is joining the Magic brand. We haven't seen him in any show after the Royal Rumble match where he did a really good job maintaining his position. He's now part of the Magic brand. Damn, bro. Some of them can't stand. Let me just put them right here. You really think a guy that only wrestled one time is a good draft pick because he appeared on a Royal Rumble on an SWD? He didn't win a title. He didn't win the damn Royal Rumble. You know who won? My wrestler, Kenta, who's part of me. So people who have a history in SWD are part of my brand. I have the first Eagle champion, Dolph Ziggler. I got the first Royal Rumble winner, Kenta Kobachiba. I have the first female tag team champions, Zoe Reeves and Zoe Garcia. So why should I believe you when you mention that you pick a somebody that has never been on Office or SWD is more important. Well, let me put it like this. The next draft pick for my brand is someone that has never been part of SWD, but will come here as a main eventer from WWE. Hold on, you're forgetting that it's my turn, and I will be presenting an MMA fighter to my roster. An MMA fighter is joining the Nightmare brand. What's your next pick, brother love? And pick wisely, because you're losing. I think everybody on SWD Universe can tell that my roster is way better than your roster.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Oh, you might be right, but you know what? I think that SWD Superstars have so much potential that I'm gonna keep it above with you. I'm gonna pick someone that has been in every episode of SWD until now. I draft Big Cass. Big Cass will contain his rivalry with Enzo Amore, and he'll continue being on the best brand, the Magic brand. What you mean the best brand? This is not the best brand. Big Cass will continue being on the SWD Magic brand. Damn, a jobber, someone that hasn't won a damn match. You're really, really, really sad, brother love. But you know something? My next pick is someone who is also a nightmare. I'll present to you the Joker, a Scarecrow. A Scarecrow is joining the Nightmare brand. Another really nightmare superstar. I'll be scared to wrestle him. You mentioned it. But you know, speaking about nightmares, I'll present you a real nightmare. And be careful, because his kicks are very powerful. His name is Alistair Black. Alistair Black is joining not only SWD, he's joining the Magic Band. A superstar that has never been on any episode of SWD is officially joining. Is officially joining the SWD brand, and he's joining the Magic brand. Alistair Black, wasn't he signed to WWE? Why would he make a change like that from WWE to SWD? I mean, WWE doesn't give him a title. Maybe that's what he's trying for. Look, brother love, you got me on that one. That's a good pick. And you know he can be a main eventer, but you know what's something that he can be? Be a real main eventer like this pick from mine. I present Wolverine, the real Wolverine of the wrestling companies, Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit, bloody Chris Benoit, the hardcore Chris Benoit, is joining SWD Nightmare brand. Wow, what a pick. You really went there. Of course I went there. He's one of the hottest free agents. Chris Benoit is one of the best superstars that we could ever draft. What's your next pick, brother love? Because I think that I'm winning. I think my matches are going to be way better than your matches. You know, I got more and more main eventers than you will ever have.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
I'm drafting as a tag team to keep it going with the wrestler from SWD, The Ascension. The Ascension will maintain their position on an SWD, the Magic brand. You know, Brother Love, I'm getting tired of this draft. Because you clearly are not taking it serious. You keep drafting bad and bad wrestlers to your company. If what you want is give me an easy win, you could have just quit. You could have just said, oh, Virgil, here's the draft. Choose and then leave me whatever is left. But that's not the case. You are not worrying about SWD. You're only caring about your fucking personal ego. SWD doesn't need the main event, the superstars that created the company. They need real superstars. And none of those wrestlers that you've drafted so far are real superstars. So unless you put the fucking pants on and actually draft, you're gonna lose. And you're gonna lose really good. So my next draft pick, just so you can fuck up and start paying attention, because I'm getting annoyed of I am the only one picking correctly. My next draft is the real brothers of No Miedo, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix. Cero miedo, puto. Yo, you think I'm scared of you, huh, Virgil? Don't forget that I chose you as the general manager of the Nightmare brand. And I chose you because I trust you, but I don't think you can beat me. You know, the difference between you and I, Virgil, is that I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm not looking for superstars. I'm looking to create superstars. While you've been drafting real top names, just to mention some, you drafted Tibor, a superstar that I made a mid card. You drafted Kenta, a superstar that I, as a manager, made a main eventer. You chose Dolph Ziggler, Brian Cage. You chose Jason Putario, wrestlers that I paid for. Wrestlers that I made them join to SWD when Daniel gave me the opportunity to become general manager. But you know what's funny? I didn't draft them. You know why? Because I already did what I had to do with them, and I don't see more potential in them. But I do see potential on names like Marty McFly, Big Cass, Noah Dark. The same potential that I saw on Kenta, I see on people like The Ascension. They could be a really good tag team. What about Heath Slater being on a tag team? You would have never, ever think he could be a tag team champion because you only think about superstars. You only think that if he has a good name, a good reputation, and he's already famous, he can be a champion. That's not how it should be. Look, you gave it the champions to people who already had a name in the company. You didn't choose a champion. You didn't give them an opportunity to earn the title like I did. You are fake, Virgil. You are fake. You're only doing this because you want to win the ratings. You want to be the best brand. But no, you don't care about them. Because if you did, you would have chosen a damn midcard and give them a title like I've done it multiple times. Look at Enzo. Enzo was a jobber before I gave him a title match against Velveteen Dream. And look at him now. That's the difference between you and I. And just so you can shot it, I'm going to choose another wrestler from SWD Origins. And you know, I'm gonna make two Jovers attack team right now, right here. From now on, Santino Morella and James Ellsworth will be a tag team. James Ellsworth and Santino Morella will from now on be a tag team. He really wants to prove a point. He wants to prove the two Jovers can become main eventers. You really think two jobbers can be main eventers? But you know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. I don't just choose main eventers. I also choose jobbers. So my next pick is Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, the Hyperbros.
Hi.
Virgil seems really mad, but he just chose Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, the Hyperbros. I mean, they're origin from SWD. They've been part of SWD since the creation of SWD. That's a good draft pick. But I don't think it's a good draft pick because they're jobbers. And for what it seems, they're not going to have a chance against Ray Phoenix. They're not going to have a chance against Dominic and his father. They're not going to have a chance against the Phantasma Legacy. My next draft pick is El Dorado and Diamantino. Diamantino and El Dorado are joining SWD brand. I mean, they're not joining, they're continuing being on SWD. They've been part of several tag team matches on what's been the first month. Why are you keep choosing jobbers? What part you don't understand that I don't want this to be easy for me? Oh, trust me, it's not gonna be easy. And they're gonna be better than any tag team that you choose. You know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. Just with an original SWD tag team that's better than them. I draft Santana and Ortiz. Virgil's really pissed, and he drafted another SWD creation tag team, Santana and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz is not a bad tag team when you look in perspective. They really are not a bad tag team. Could they do more in the company? Maybe. I don't think they're going to. There's a lot of tag teams that can do more than them on this brand. My next draft pick is the Gotham Knights, El Toro, Batman, and Trenzas. El Toro, Batman, El Trenzas. I'm also drafting El Sol and Macho Man Superman. Macho Man Superman and El Sol are also joining SWD brand. I mean, I understand Macho Man Superman, but why El Sol? Good, because you just chose 5 superstars. I chose the Grey Muta and his ninjas. Another hardcore wrestler, the Grey Muta and his ninjas. That's a good pick. The Grey Muta and his 4 ninjas are joining the Nightmare brand. What's the next Magic brand? Ryback. Ryback is the next Magic wrestler for the brand of Magic. Okay, hold on. Let me do a little pause while I do some fix-ups here really quick before I continue the draft. The next nightmare pick, Mason Ryan. Mason Ryan is joining the Nightmare brand. What about the Magic brand? The Prince Jack Gallagher. The Prince Jack Gallagher is joining the he's continuing to be on the Magic brand. Now it's time for the Nightmare brand. What are they drafting? Lord Tensai. Lord Tensai is joining the Nightmare brand. I don't know how to pick about a draft pick like that one. SWD Magic brand will hold to Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander will maintain his position on the SWD Magic brand. A WWE legend, Maben, will be... Maben. Wait, what was his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot his name. Alright, whatever his name. I remember his name for next episode. But anyways, he's joining the Nightmare brand. Oh, Bisera. Bisera is joining the Nightmare brand. A man like Bisera, I'll be scared. I wouldn't step a ring in Bisera's way. But then they also have Freddy Krueger.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
This can be very important for survival series. I don't think it's important right now. The next pick from Magic brand is Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is joining the Magic brand. And now, just to finish the brand, I'm gonna just tell you everybody else from each brand. Starting by the Nightmare female roster. The Nightmare female roster will have Carmella, Nyla Rose. Oh, Nyla Rose joining the Nightmare brand. Emma, the Pink Power Ranger, and Victoria. Those are all the females that are going to be on the Nightmare brand for this first season of the Nightmare brand.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Other Nightmare superstars, male superstars, Mitch, Mike Knox, Hook, Austin Theory, and Darby Allin. And the Great Power Ranger. There's more. Hold on. Let me put this back, and I'll finish the draft for the Nightmare, and then I'll go back to the Magic brand. The main referee of the Nightmare brand will be Danilo Amphibio. There's the last tag team will be the Velvet Rangers, green and red. Velveteen Dream, and Ricky Starks. That's everything for the Nightmare brand. So I'm just gonna mute myself real quick. I'll put everybody from the Nightmare away. I will then speak about the Magic brand, and then I will end the live. Okay, now let me finish the Magic brand. The Magic last draft picks, they're going to continue with their special referee, Mickey Mouse, which has been doing a fantastic job. They're going to still have TJ Perkins as one of the wrestlers. They're going to continue having the Terminators. They drafted from WWE Baron Corbin, Killswitch, Samoa Joe, Maben, Rich Holland, Joshi Tatsu, the Lucha Dragons, Dexter Loomis, the Chase All Eagle, Ethan Page, and their female wrestlers, Lana, which is a manager, she's not a wrestler, Naomi, Alicia Fox, the porn star Dana Brooke, SWD first wrestler, well, one of the first female wrestlers, Molly Holly, Mandy Rose, sorry, and my favorite wrestler of all time, AJ Lee. Oh, tornado, dun, dun, dun. She's back actually right now, so I'm kind of happy. This figure is one of the hardest that I could find with AJ Lee, because eBay only had 3, and this one was selling for 70, which I had to buy. But good thing is that now we have her. Sad because I spent $70 on this figure, and now there's gonna be more figures of AJ Lee for like 20 and 30. So yeah. But that was all from this episode. This is gonna be reposted on the channel, so whoever sees it later, please comment like matches that you would want to see, rivalries that you want to see, and who you think is winning the draft so far. Because right now this is the Magic brand, and then what I showed earlier was the Nightmare brand, and Brother Love will have a company match against Virgil. So it'd be Brother Love and Virgil on Survivor Series, which I don't know when that would be, because I just started the company. I started SWD Magic brand a month ago, and I've only created the Nightmare brand today. I do got big plans. I'm making it as realistic as possible. That's why you don't see Roman Reigns, John Cena, Randy Orton. I'm making it as like really basic. Once we get that reputation that we're really a big company, like like a lot of wrestling matches and stuff, then I want to bring John Cena, bring Randy Orton, bring Hulk Hogan, everybody like that, because they're going to be free agents. So that's the main idea right now. This is the creation. So right now I want to create jobbers to main eventers, and then bring main eventers from real life. Until next time.